during hydrant inspections. And we saw this truck following us. I didn't have a clue it was, my lieutenant, nobody did. Come to find out it was the media, This is, this is something new. But at the same time, had no idea the trendsetters that we were, during that particular time. And as far as with me, I'm going to always be that lady regardless. And even as a firefighter, I would put on my makeup. I would, wear my makeup, try to keep my hair looking decent and what it was, but uniform, clean and dressed and the whole work. But I was taught growing up by my aunt that raised me that you got to be that lady first. And that's the thing that was engraved in the back of my mind, always be that lady. And I never knew, and going back to that, being that lady and balancing that, I never thought that I would have a son on the job. So if I'd done anything in it differently, it would have been very, very embarrassing for him. Yes. Yeah.
That's right.
Yes.
Now, we're going to talk for 15 seconds about Captain Reese.
Okay.
Simply because I talked to him on the phone. Were you surprised?
Very much.
Okay, give me a complete sentence.
Yes, I was very much surprised when he told me he was coming on the fire department, mainly because I was going through so many changes on this job. And I knew that the only way they could get me was through him. Yes, and I know his tempo. He's not going to deal with much. He's not going to do it, when it comes down to that. So I had to pull him aside and let him know that, okay, you're going to have to walk a straight and narrow path, which he did. He was forced to have to do that. And I said to him, the only way they can get me is through you. And so that was my conversation to him. And there were many nights, many nights, I would have to talk to him 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning because of things that he was going through, and talk to him and tell him how to handle this and whatever you do, no insubordination, use your pen and paper. And those are things that I had to learn, so I was able to talk this over to him, yes.
You're not only a wise mother, you became a wise counselor. Is that something that is you naturally? Or, we talked to just Emma just now. She says that it made her a better person.
I think as far as with me, I think this has always been a part of me, because regardless of what I'm dealing with, and this from the young marriage or anything else, for whatever reason, if a person had a problem, they would always come to me, but I was able to set mine aside and talk to them and try to give them advice and guide them. And then I later found out, okay, that I'm feeling better behind this as well. So I think it's a gift. I've been doing this all my life, yes, yes.
Tell me what rank you reached in the City of Atlanta Fire Department, when you retired, or whether or not you miss it.
I became a Battalion Chief, yes. I had to fight for it. I had to sue for it. I was denied a promotion 3 times, yes. And so I had to fight for it and to get that position. And I remember a friend of mine being told, and I've been told, as long as I'm here, not me, the person that was in charge, that I would never get another rank, yeah. So I had to fight for that position that I got. And by that time, I guess a little old, my goal was to become a top chief someplace. But it's not always what we want, I look back and over my years, I knew I was qualified. I had gone to every school you could think of, made all kinds of sacrifices. But when I saw that happening, I said, okay, maybe I'm not meant to be that. And when I look back over my life now, having left the department and things I've had to take on, then I'm able to see that. However, my goal was, my thing is, let me leave a legacy. Let me see that I've made a difference in other people's lives, And even today, I have people to come up to me. I don't remember who they were or who they at the time. They come up to me and say, I just want to say thank you. Not just firefighters, but other people. And they would say to me, you don't remember what you said to me, but based on our conversation, things are much better for me today, and I just want to say thank you. So when I look at that, I look up, and I say, well, Lord, you're working. When I'm at my lowest, you're going to always pick me up with that, yes.
That's excellent. Going back to when you walked, we have a shot of the fire truck coming into the station. People were waving at you off the top of the truck. What is that position up there when you're up on top of the truck?
Oh, the tiller?
Oh, the tiller, okay. And people were hugging you. The woman that first took that job at age 31, what would she think if she were to see that now?
Well, what would I think if I saw that now with them coming hugging me? Well, I got that even at that time. That's why I say we had some of the bad boys, you understand, but not all of them were bad. And I say this because